GB News viewers were left without sound today as they were plunged into silence mid-broadcast. Eamonn Holmes and Ellie Costello had been about to discuss the £20 billion black hole in public funding when their connection with the video link went catastrophically wrong. Eamonn quickly announced that they'd be cutting to other news stories as the broadcast went eerily silent. Viewers could see the picture on screen, but were unsure what was being said. However, in the absence of a broadcast, viewers had their own enraged comments to make about the deficit in funds, which many fear will cause tax rises in the autumn. Some felt the Tories were being unjustly blamed for the current issues in funding. Black hole made by the Labour Party to make the Conservative Party look bad, but we all know that Starmer and the Labour Party are just liars. Slammed one. Keir Starmer, you are a lying, disgraceful Prime Minister. Raged another. Viewers have been especially enraged to learn that Rachel Reeves plans to scrap extra winter fuel payments for 10 million pensioners to tackle the deficit. The news comes amid calls by many for funding cuts to asylum seeker accommodation instead. Earlier in the show, Jeremy Hunt had appeared via video link discussing the bill of £11 billion per year required to house asylum seekers. Hunt argued that Labour is set to massively increase the asylum bill, whereas the Conservatives were going to bring it down, including the use of initiatives like the Rwanda scheme. It was warned that backdoor taxes imposed by Reeves could end up hitting economic growth as people would invest in the country less. Eamonn later questioned why Jeremy Hunt was now yesterday's man, pointing out that he had seemed to be well respected. Correspondent Fraser stated, he spent more than £100,000 of his own money trying to keep his own seat in Parliament, adding that although the efforts had worked, he remains in a very precarious position. Pat McFadden, the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster, recently clarified, we said that we wouldn't increase income tax rates, national insurance rates or VAT. Those things still hold. He added to Times Radio, he also said there was nothing in our plans at the election that required increases in taxes. However, Eamonn pointed out today that there were huge risks of backdoor taxes, with the likes of increased capital gains tax being among the penalties potentially threatening to hit hard-working Brits. During the show, he sadly spoke of the deluge of depression in today's news, which also featured the Southport stabbings and Ho Edwards' charges for possessing indecent images of children.